Jessica, Kelli, and Madeline. Jessica was 18 when she was killed. She was had just graduated from high school 6 months earlier. She wanted to go into marketing, public relations. She was one of those kids that had that big personality. Even as a little kid, she never knew a stranger. I mean, as soon as she could talk, she was talking to everyone. Kelli was, all of them were 5 years apart. So when Kelli was born, there really wasn't a lot of sibling rivalry. With Jess and Kelli, Jessica was excited to have a sister. She wanted somebody to play with and somebody to, do her hair and dress her up and do her nails and play dolls. And Kelli was, a girly girl like that as well. And Kelli had that great big personality as well. She had a great big heart. She was very sensitive. She loved animals. She wanted to be a vet when she grew up. She wanted to actually open a combination pet grooming and ice cream store where you could drop your pet off to have it groomed and then go have some ice cream and then come back and get your pet later. And if she could get that by the health code, I think she probably had a pretty good gold mine there. I hear stories about them now, and I still hear, some kind of, funny stories about them from their friends now, that, I like hearing those things. I think people didn't want to tell me right away, but, just goofy things that they had done with their friends that I probably would not have known about. They probably would never have shared with me, but they, they had, there were over 1,000 people that came through for their visitation. A lot of them I knew, a lot of them I didn't know. Even my ex-husband would say, "Do you know who that is?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know who that is." They were, Jessica worked at the Y. She did daycare at the Y, so a lot of her babysitting families came through. A lot of the Y families came through that I didn't know. A lot of teachers, I think all the teachers that Jess and Kelli had came through. Just all these people from the community were just, everyone lost something. Everyone in the community that knew them had lost them. So I didn't just lose my daughters. I mean, the community lost two bright girls who were very heavily involved in our community. So that's, that was hard. I mean, but it was good to see that there were that many people, that they touched that many people. That really, I guess that was a little bit of comfort. But you can play what if, and it, ultimately it doesn't change the outcome, but it, it just gives me more, I guess, this is where I am, and this is what I have to deal with. And so I had two choices. I could curl up in a corner and, and just not ever do anything again, or I could deal with, the choices and the opportunities that were starting to be given to me to share Jess and Kelli's story. And when I was originally asked to share it, it never occurred to me that it would be what I'm doing now, and that would be what I'm doing now. And it's very hard to do it, to stand up in front of a group of strangers and tell this story. But it's hard, but it's good because it gives me a chance to talk about Jess and Kelli. Every parent loves to talk about their kids and show pictures of their kids and tell stories. And, I can tell the embarrassing stories now because they're not here to yell at me about it. Although I'm going to catch a rash when I get up there with them. But I can, I can do that, and I can introduce them to people, and I can use their story to change people's perspectives, to change people's minds, to change people's behaviors. And that's good, because no life is worth losing over something that is so preventable. They didn't have a chance at 126 miles an hour. They didn't have a chance. So if I can give that chance to someone else and, You know, maybe they can walk away from it and change and learn and tell someone else, and it makes them walk away from something. Then how many lives are we saving? I'll never know. But it doesn't matter, because if it's just one, then that's plenty.